Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome to Truer Than You. Truer Than You is taking part in the Choose Wisely Festival 2025, taking place on Steam from December 8th through the 15th. Pretty cool thing to go check out. This, among many other games, are taking part, and I was provided with a free code for this game to check it out. And well, let's dive on in. I have kind of like jury-rigged to make it so I can use controller here. Oh wow, Rin! You should hear it yourself. The only thing you can think of is yourself. Could you for once try to see things my way? For once? You don't think I've kept you front and center up until now? I'm trying to tell you that I need you to see me. You cared, you'd know I have problems too. Problems? I'd love to have your problems. Oh, really? Must be hard to have everything. Have you ever thought about what it's like to have nothing? Truer Than You. Presented by Transcenders Media. One playthrough of this game will give you some puzzle pieces. Playing a game will give you more opportunities to see the full picture. Have fun playing! Truth or dare? Just kidding, I'm Hattori, Rin's boss. You'll get to see everyone very soon. But I figured I should give you some instructions first. To proceed, you click the arrow on the right or press X because I have it set up to press enter. Or anywhere on the screen. You're playing Rin, my latest hire. I'm a lucky man, aren't I? You're the one who makes choices for Rin. Maybe you're used to choices showing up like this and you're obligated to choose one of them. But here and onwards, this game will work differently. Here, you don't have to make choices. You can keep on going and see what happens. Didn't I say not to click that one? Well, I suppose it's good that you're going your own way. Made a choice. Good for you. I'm just pressing enter. I think it's just pressing up. But not making a choice is also a decision. Good thing to know is that the choice can be present for a shorter or longer time. It'll get more translucent as this time runs out. That's about everything you need to know. The rest of the story is in your hands. But do remember the goal of our company to create something better than reality. I know you can do it. Rin's apartment. Okay, so this is where I'll be staying from now on. Apartment's alright, nothing special, but I don't need much anyway. Everything I need is in my own head, sorta. I can't believe I'm finally here. A city I've heard so much about, but only seen in pictures. At least I can experience it for myself from now on. I want to try something. Okay, middle does not get rid of. Okay. I tried to see if I could have a thing to do UI, but I don't think I can. And this new job could probably be lucrative. If I do it well, that is. The introduction earlier was a little strange, but maybe that's to be expected. Earlier the same day. The Truer Than You office. Welcome to Truer Than You. Thanks. You know what we're trying to create here, right? Something better than reality? That's perfectly right. We know we can make people's lives much better by offering them what they really want. And that's where you come in. How does it work? Once you've installed the TrueNet app, you'll start getting assignments to your phone. The info you'll need will be in the description. If not, you'll meet the client for an introduction. It's not very complicated. When you're in an actual situation with clients, you just have to do your best to fill the role in their expectations. In the beginning, the assignments might feel a little random as the system learns about you. Behind the scenes is an adaptive AI system that will come to know which assignments suit you the best. Wow. So I'd have to trust the system to choose the right offers for me? That's rather challenging for someone with trust issues. I'd have to see it as a therapy. That's why we also collect data such as ratings from the client. Don't be discouraged if they are low sometimes. We know this is hard. We'll give you the time you need to get used to it as long as you follow the code of conduct. Where do I find it? As soon as you have activated the app, you'll have it right there. Every week you'll get a message from us telling you how you did the past week. And then in a month's time, we'll call you here to conduct your monthly review. At that meeting, we'll follow up on everything. In the meantime, we'll make sure to stay in touch through the app. Any questions? Okay, that just does that. Will I get any training? Have you ever heard of how journalists want their interviewees when they're doing an in-depth portraits? Unprepared. By that I mean, we believe you'll do better if you go with the flow. Are you sure? Trust me. I already know you'll be amazing at this. Okay, thanks. Strange as it might seem, I just have to dive straight into it. By the way, maybe I should call Mom and tell her I'm here? I mean, I even started a new job today. Hi, Mom. Just want to let you know I've arrived okay. Oh, I'm glad to hear. Did you get seasick? I haven't been seasick in ages. I got a little worried, you know. Been praying for you. Well, you don't need to do that. I'm fine. Don't be silly. Of course I'll... Damn it, why can't it ever work? Now I didn't get to hear if they are alright. At least they know I'm here now. Oh, a message! I should check my phone. It was nice of my new boss to write to me. I kind of like Hattori. He seems to be tongue-in-cheek. And it's the first time I've been praised for being androgynous. Keep it coming, will you? I hope the system works well so that I'll get offers that actually suit me. Otherwise, this might get hard. Oh, a message! Be my date with my friends on Midsummer's Eve. Read more. Alright. Requested age 25 to 35. Any gender. I'm Linda, and I'm one of the few singles left in my circle of friends. For Midsummer's Eve, I've invited some friends to a cottage. We'll perform a ritual where you put 7 flowers under your pillow to envision the love of your life in a dream. Outside, I'm going to dream about a handsome stranger who will then turn up in my life on the following day, surprising all my friends. Will you play that stranger? Confirm. You're taking up Linda's offer. Linda wants to see you at the office to discuss the details. Meet her there on a date and time that suits you both. That sounds interesting. A handsome stranger. I guess I could do that. And I'll get to go to the office again. If I'm lucky, I'll see someone else who works there. Wait, was that another message? It must be quite popular. I better go to bed, so I'll be ready for whatever tomorrow brings. Let's put the light out. Well, that's dark. Maybe I should have brought a plushie? Next morning. I woke up early. I hadn't gotten enough sleep. There were lingering memories of having woken up in shock from some kind of distressing dream. The app almost felt like a relief. And now at least I had a job. I hope the app would deliver all the messages. It would require a steady internet connection. I was pretty sure I wouldn't have that. But what I had would have to suffice. After having some tea and getting dressed, I checked my phone. There were 2 possible assignments for today. Meet with Vince or Linda. Meet with Linda. So what I would need to do today was to meet with Linda and discuss the setup for the assignment. I felt good about being able to talk to her beforehand. Especially since this was my first assignment ever. I better get ready to go. Truer than you office. The office was quite large, but empty. I would surely have liked to see some other employees. It seemed like such a waste of space with no one here. Maybe it was there for the sake of appearance, just as everything else at this company. Still like the place though. But now it was time to focus on the task at hand. There was someone sitting on a bench on the other side of the room. Maybe that would be Linda? Linda? She stood up. Oh, hi! Are you Rin? Indeed, let's sit down over here. We walked over to a table in the center of the room, and I offered her coffee, which she declined. As we sat down, I noticed she was studying my face carefully. I wondered what she was thinking. I was hoping to make a good impression. Yeah? I think I do rather like you. You'll probably fit well with my gang. That's good. And I can take on any style you'd like for the meeting. It's all up to you. I see. Sorry if well, I've never done this before. Me neither. Linda's eyes widen. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I see. Then it's the first time for us both. I just had to hope she would accept me anyway. How typical to let something stupid slip already before my first assignment. I Well, I had to change gears. Yeah, now I need to know some things to be able to play the part to my best ability. Sure, ask away. Tell me about your dream person. I better verbalize that now, right? It makes it easier for me, at least. Yeah, of course. Well, to be honest, I would want that person to be good-looking and cool. Okay, fair in personality. My friends are a bunch of cocky idiots. I need that person to be able to speak up against them. Okay, I'll do my best. And then be sweet to me. I get it. Tell me about the plans. Then what exactly are the plans for Midsummer? Me and my friends will arrive to my cottage on the day before Midsummer's Eve. That's when we'll pick flowers to put under our pillows. Yeah, that an old custom? I don't know, I guess so. I've heard of it ever since I was a child and always wanted to try it. But I never did. That's a great idea that you'll get the chance now. Exactly! Alright, continue. And then the next day we're planning to have dinner with traditional dishes. What are the traditional dishes? Linda looked at me as if I were asking some kind of strange animal. You know, pickled herring, potatoes, fish cakes, and lots of drinks. Right. Before dinner, we will go to the beach and watch the bonfire. And that's where we'll meet you. Sounds good. Then I plan to bring you back with us to join the dinner. Where you will be my date. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Yeah, there were some practical things. What do you want me to be called? Let's go with Kelly. Kelly it is. See you on Midsummer's Eve then. Yeah, let's do our best. I walked back home. Didn't that go pretty well? Chance be, this wouldn't be as hard as I thought. The sea was bright with color and there was warmth in the air. Maybe this kind of life could be pretty nice after all. At the beach. I'd taken a bus and then walked the last bit. The view was truly spectacular. I didn't know you could find that kind of scenery this close to the city. Most probably, only rich people had houses here. Linda told me she'd gotten that cottage to get away from the city at times, but in the end, she rarely went there. What a waste. On the small beach, groups of people were scattered around, but I couldn't see Linda and her friends anywhere. On the other hand, I was early, so I presumed they would show up soon. So I waited, and waited, and waited. Is there something on my phone? Oh. Thanks for the great meeting earlier. I had high hopes for you. I'm sure you will be able to take on many different roles. We'll start sending offers your way very soon. Remember that once again, review the code of conduct and don't hesitate to contact me with any questions. Good luck. I trust you to make wise decisions. Sincerest welcome. We're happy to have you on the team. Starting soon, your work offers will show up in the assignments tab in the app. Check your assignments often. If you wait too long, an offer might expire or someone else might get the gig. Best of luck. Remember that together we make reality a better place. Oh, there's an offer from Vince. Read more. Help us be out by playing a part in a short video. Vince, I'm looking for someone to play a part in a video for a non-profit organization. It's a very short performance. Let us know if you're interested. You will meet with a representative from the organization at a secret central location. Vince will send you a message through the app revealing the address. Code of conduct. Having relationships with clients outside of work is prohibited. Intimate or otherwise inappropriate encounters will lead to a warning or immediate termination of your contract. You're only allowed to speak with about the company with clients and known co-workers. If you're exposed as an actor during an assignment, you immediately have to report this to your supervisor. Take care. Alright. And waited. Where were they? More importantly, what should I do? Keep waiting. Guess I'll hang around until they show up. Another hour had passed when I finally saw Linda and a couple of others leaving the cottage. They headed right toward me. As they came closer, Linda averted her gaze, pretending not to see me. Instead, her friend turned to me. Is it okay if we sit here? Feel free. I put blankets on the ground and took champagne and glasses out of a basket. Drinking alcohol was what they meant by having a picnic? The girl that had spoken to me pulled out a box of strawberries. Try not to think too much about how everything would play out. Just stay present in the moment, I said to myself. Stay present and see what happens. It sounded like something my mom would say. Suddenly I noticed Linda's look on my face. Wow, you there. You look exactly like the person I dreamt about last night. I looked back at her, hopefully with something like genuine surprise on my face. Time to play my cards. I do? For sure you do. Sometimes you've got to believe in a little magic, right? I guess so. What more exactly did you dream about? She looked thoughtful. I dreamt about this market with a lot of stalls and things to eat. You and I were there together. We bought dango. I remember thinking in my dream that the dango looked yummy, but I'd rather have you. That's rather bold. Sounds like a great dream. It was. Are you here all by yourself? Would you like to sit with us? Sure. Bella talked to me before or looked at me again. What's your name? It's Kelly. Cool, I'm Bella. She pointed to the guy next to her. And this is Sylvester, my boyfriend. Was surely good looking. Hi, Kelly. Nice to meet you, Sylvester. It's my pleasure, dream person. I'm real, though. Bella looked at Sylvester and a hint of annoyance looked over her face, and she quickly cheered up. Linda told me earlier about that dream. Isn't it amazing that the two of you met here? Linda's face tinted toward red. What do you say, Felicity? That was the last person in the group. I think it seems like a fated meeting. Felicity's voice was so soft and mellow it made me think I could listen to it for hours. She certainly did look like a celebrity. Perhaps she even was. Was I making a fool of myself for not recognizing any of these people? Either way, they seem friendly. I guess it's stupid of me to say that Felicity is the most beautiful when Linda's the one who's dreamt of you. And Felicity already has a date for tonight anyway. Linda started laughing. Sorry about all this. We're actually quite hungover, but we're not backing down. We're gonna have a dinner party tonight. Would you like to join us? Now, I need to think about how someone who met this bunch right out of the blue would react to that. Would they hesitate or just go with it? That would depend on Kelly's personality. Sounds cool. Join you then. Yay! Then maybe later I can tell you more about my dream. Came with them to the cottage where they, with renewed energy, started to prepare dinner. Linda and Bella had picked a lot of flowers, and Linda sat down to make a head wreath. For dinner, we were going to have pickled herring with potatoes, fish cakes, and sauce. And snaps! What was that? It was probably some kind of drink. I had no idea if I was even allowed to drink during an assignment. Was there any paragraph about that in the code of conduct? I think it was just flirting, right? Yeah, flirting. After a while, a man turned up who had to be Felicity's partner. She went up to him and gave him a kiss. Unsurprisingly, he looked rather wealthy, but also a bit like a yakuza. You came at the perfect time, honey. We're just done. You can help bring the food out to the porch. We all helped. As I put down the potato pot, the new guy looked at me. I haven't seen your pretty face before. Who are you? In that moment, Linda came out. That's Kelly. I invited them over after we met on the beach earlier. Cool. I'm Mau Mau. Then we sat down and paid our respects to Midsummer's Eve by drinking a lot of snaps and singing songs. Cheers! Bottoms up. Mau Mau had quickly become the center of attention and seemed to make others tense up. So what do you do then, Kelly? Are you in the art business, just as Linda? Yeah, maybe? They don't know each other. They just met at the beach over there, she already said. Why would they be in the same business? Why would they be in the same business? I'm doing a PhD on the subject of fermentation. My strategy for lying was to be super specific to make the questioner ask more. Hopefully their lack of knowledge would make their follow-up questions simple. Wow, what can you tell me about fermentation? I'm doing research on what yeast for wine making will be the most effective in hotter temperatures. Linda sent an admiring look my way. Cool, I know a few people who'd be interested in that, even some who might want to invest. Thank you, Mau Mau. It's still early days, but I'll make sure to get back to you when we've gotten a bit further. Do it, but now I got thirsty. I'll go and get a bottle. Now, haven't we been sitting down long enough? Let's put on some music. She rose up and headed toward the door. This conversation had been quite tiring. As she passed me by, Linda put out her hand. Come on, let's go and dance. I took her hand and stood up. In the end, she was the one that was there for. We went inside. Linda put on music and we started dancing. I wasn't in the mood, but I just had to pretend I was. And Sylvester approached us. He was drinking from a bottle of beer. That loudmouth annoys me to death. What does Felicity even see in him? He's hot? He's not. He's rich then? Aren't you doing business with him, by the way? Well, I am, and that's quite enough, thank you. Linda looked around. You got energy to spare, maybe you should target your attention towards Bella instead. Where is she, anyway? Sylvester looked gloomy, but left to look for her. At least that's what I presumed. Linda took my hand. I'm so happy you're here! She seemed to genuinely mean it. I'm happy too. She took my hand and held it gently. Then she got a mischievous look on her face. Let's go out. And just the two of us this time. She led me out. We stepped down from the porch and went toward the beach. The sea was dark and calm. I could smell the remains of the bonfire. Most of the people had left now. Linda put an arm behind my back as soon as we stood there in silence. This turned out very well. You think? She drew me a bit closer. Yeah. I also think I like you. Now she turned and faced me. Since we were almost the same height, her lips came close to mine. Didn't know if it was expected or not. Unexpected or not. Was I that cut off? So she wanted me to kiss her. I wasn't prepared for that. Moved back just a little. Apparently that was enough. Oh, I'm sorry. She blushed. This isn't a real date. I shook my head slightly. Her sadness or shame or whatever it was, it affected me somehow. I'd like to make it up to her. I took her hand. Let's go inside. We'll dance a little more. She nodded and we walked back together, hand in hand. As we came back inside, we headed for the provisional dance floor. Linda seemed distant. Mao Mao passed us, holding up a round mirror like a tray. Would you like a line? Linda nodded eagerly. Almost seemed as if she wanted to get away from me, so I shook my head. Before Linda followed Mao Mao into another room, she turned to me. I'll be back. And don't leave just yet. It was getting late and Linda hadn't come back. I went to get a glass of water. On the way to the kitchen, I passed Sylvester. Put his hand out and stopped me by grabbing my arm. It didn't hurt, but it surprised me. Kelly. He said my name and then nothing more. Yeah? So Linda dreamt about you, huh? She claimed she did, yeah? He held my gaze. For a long while. He took a step forward, suddenly standing very close. Then what if I said I dreamt about you last night, too? Eh? Then would you go on a date with me as well? I stared at him and he started smiling. I mean, you better take responsibility for everyone that dreamt about you. The first come, first serve thing. But you didn't. His smile became a grin. Of course I did. Just as much as her, anyway. She's putting on a show. So you say, why would you think that? She's desperate to meet someone. She can't understand why nothing ever works for her. I find it really funny. If you'd like to give it a go, you're most welcome. I think you'll find out pretty soon that no one is good enough for her. Thanks for the information. This crowd is a weird one, I can tell you that much. Oh, how I long to say thanks for the information one more time. Somehow I managed to keep my mouth shut. Sylvester took a card out of his pocket and gave it to me. In any case, here's where you find me. Me if I need your advice on matters of the heart. He actually shut up for at least a second. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, what a night. Maybe it was time to end this and go back to the city? Surely I must have fulfilled the expectations for tonight. Sylvester left the room. I opened the app and texted Linda, thanking her for entrusting me to this assignment. Wait for the cab outside. It had become chilly. The sun was on its way up. In a few hours there would be a new summer day. Midsummer's Day. I'd be alone again. So what should I think of this night? How did I do? I was at least sure of one thing. I did not expect to get so thoroughly hit on. Linda's rating, a 4 out of 5. Wednesday. I think, since we got our first rating, I'm gonna call it good there. A little taste of Truer Than You. Interesting, like, very much your choices make a difference here. For sure. On, what happens. I assume the 4 out of 5 is because I didn't want to kiss her. I assume. And I was, like, cold to her about that. Anyway. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe, maybe click the bell for notifications. Also, be sure to check out the description below. Various links, social media, Discord, come hang out, get notifications there as well. And also be sure to go check out Choose Wisely Festival 2025, taking place on Steam from December 8th through the 15th. This, along with many other games, are available for checking out. So, cool time. Go check it out. And thank you again for watching. Until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!